Hey guys, it's Alex, and in today's video, I'm showing you the best LinkedIn outreach tool in 2026. So for this video, we're going to be using Aimfox. You can go to aimfox.com, and then if you go to the description of this video, you can start your 7-day trial for 100% free. And the cool part about Aimfox is whenever you use Sales Navigator or use these other LinkedIn tools that actually search for your leads, you have to go to Sales Navigator, copy your URL, your search URL, you have to take it into your platform, paste it, it does all the searching. Aimfox has it all built in, so you don't have to go to LinkedIn. You don't have to go to other platforms. It's all built into Aimfox. You can do everything on this platform. So once you're on Aimfox, let's get started in building your first campaign to start sending out your connection requests. So the first thing you want to do is go to your account section on the left here, and at the top right, you're going to see Add Account. And there's two things you can do. The first thing is you can Aimfox Chrome extension. You can actually just download the Chrome extension, press next, and then you'll actually download it, and it'll actually connect to your LinkedIn account. The second thing you could do is email and password. You can just go ahead and put your LinkedIn email and password here, then press connect on your login location, and you'll be good to go. Both of these methods work perfectly fine. They're both safe, and they allow you to connect your LinkedIn account to Aimfox. And once you've done that, you're going to see your LinkedIn profile here. You can actually press on these three dots, press on account settings, and you're going to see a couple of things. You're going to see your LinkedIn, you're going to see your login is connected, you're going to have outreach, and then your interaction limits per week. This is very important. So right now you can set your connection request to a minimum of 10 per week or maximum of 200. If your account is already warmed up, I like to set mine from that default 100 to 200 max. I just max out every single week. Same for message requests. You can do the exact same thing, and emails. If your account is not warmed up, maybe you're a new account, or maybe you just don't want to send out too many DMs all at once, you can actually press on the warm up here, and you can send out a warm up speed. So you can say medium, slow, or fast, and you can send out how many connections you want to start warming up, how many message requests, and so on and so forth. So you can actually warm up your account very slowly or very fast, depending on if you want to warm up. For this video, though, I'm not going to warm up. We're just going to go with the 200. We are set, and we're ready for that next part. We just go to the campaigns tab on your left here. We're going to press on create campaign. Now, let's get started. There's two types of campaigns you can create on Aimfox. The first one is an outbound campaign. The second one is an inbound campaign. Inbound is targeting your first degree connections, so just sending messages, whereas outbound is targeting second and third degree connections. And you can do this there's a couple different ways. First is LinkedIn search. You can use the general search. If you don't have Sales Navigator, you use the LinkedIn search. If you have Sales Navigator, you're going to want to use the advanced campaign Sales Navigator here. The second type of finding your leads could be post engagers. So people that engage with a certain post on LinkedIn, you can post and paste the URL here. The next one is event attendees. So if you're doing a LinkedIn Live or you're doing some sort of live stream or an event on LinkedIn, you can grab all attendees who RSVP'd for it here. You can also do group members. You can upload a CSV of a custom list. You can import directly from a CRM like Smart Leads. That's a really cool idea. If you want to take your leads from Smart Lead and put them over to Aimfox, you can do all that. So there's all these different types of campaigns here. But for this video, we're going to start with the Sales Navigator. I'm going to press on next. Now, the next thing is for the campaign name, we're going to say this epic test. All right. That's just for this one. For the outreach type, we're going to make sure it's on Connect. Our LinkedIn account, make sure it's on the account you connected. For maximum targets, I typically have this at $24.99. That's the max you can do for a campaign. If you have Sales Navigator, if you have normal LinkedIn, no Sales Navigator, you can just put this to $19.99, and that'll be the maximum there. Then you can just press on create campaign. But for this video, I'm just going to put 50 because I don't want to mess with more than that. We're going to press on create campaign. And then from there, we have the Sales Navigator pulled up here. So it's basically all the Sales Navigator settings, but it's built in-house, which is pretty epic. So let's just create a very simple campaign search here. So my leads, we're just going to say all these people have posted on LinkedIn before. We're going to focus on active people on the platform. And then for geography, I always like to do geography first. Where are you targeting people? Is it the US? Is it Canada? Is it a different country? Is it your local hometown with maybe a postal code, whatever it is? Make it to where specifically where you want to target. So for this example, I'm just going to put United States as I want to target people in the USA only. Industry, let's just say we want to do people in insurance for fun. Let's just try it. And then first, last name, we'll keep that blank. Profile, language, I want to hit people that are doing actually English because I don't speak other languages and I don't feel like doing the translation technique. So I'm just going to do English for now. Years of experience, I like to target people that are definitely more up in that advanced experience. I'm going to say more than 10 years for this campaign. You can go to the companies at the top now, and we can start selecting what type of companies we want. So their current company, you've got company headcount. Let's just go with self-employed. Then you've also got past company, company type, if they're a private held company, if they're a public company, nonprofit, you can do any of these. We'll just say privately held for now, and we'll also say nonprofit because that sounds cool. And the last thing you also have here is the function, the role. So function, you can choose if they're in sales, if they're in business, finance. You can choose their current job title. Maybe they're a founder, maybe they're a co-founder. So for this one, we'll just say we're looking for founders and no co-founders. We'll exclude co-founders. And then we've also got seniority level. We've got past job title, years in current company, and years in current position. So you have all these different items that you can choose from based on your ideal clientele. So you can see as this search I just did, we only have 329 people. So the fact that we only need 50 leads, I actually narrowed it down really well. You've also got things like, are these people following your company already? Or have they viewed your profile? And that's going to be your buyer intent. You've got best path in, so connections of, if they're past colleagues, maybe they have some shared experiences. You've got all those. You've also, you can decide if you want to do the recent updates on their posts. So maybe they've changed their jobs recently. That means they're active. Maybe they're mentioned in the news. That's a big one. And then for your workflow, you've got a few other ideas. If you want to involve and include current lists that you have, exclude different leads, you have all these options here. So once you've created your targeting, make sure you're targeting your ICP or whoever you want to target for this campaign. We can now press on next. It's going to take roughly 5 to 10 seconds to find your first few targets, and then it'll take some time to go through the rest of your targets, depending on if you did 2,500 or if you did 100. Now, for my 50, it's only going to take a couple of minutes, but for yours, it might take a lot longer depending on how many you did. So we just wait a couple seconds here, and you can see the details here as it updates. You can see valid targets. It found 23, open profiles 13. It's found locked already another campaign. So if any of your leads are already in another campaign, it will not add them to this current campaign because then you're going to start messaging the same person more than once in different campaigns. So we don't want to do that. So it does that for you. Boom, we can press on next, and you can see all the leads are popping up here. And you can actually further filter them here if you want. If maybe some leads got in here that you don't want, you can further filter. So I'm going to press on next here, and let's go ahead and start building our campaign. So the cool part about Aimfox is the first thing, which is the connection flow. So when you send your target a connection request, what's going to happen? So first, you can do A/B testing if you would like. If you want to do a connection A, connection B to kind of A/B test it, you can do that. So that's always an option. You can duplicate A and then create your B. Now let's go over to the first thing, which is connection requests. Okay, so we're going to view the target's profile. Then we're going to send a connection request. We can create our first template. I'm going to press on create template. And then this is going to be the connection note. So I'm just going to paste this in. We're going to say first test. And this message is going to be something like, hey, first name. We're going to use the tag down here at the bottom left, put first name, and we're good to go. It's going to say, I've been building out some new features on Aimfox and thought you'd find it interesting. Would love to connect. We could even say something like, let's stay connected. Cool. I'm going to press update changes, and you can see it live in real time, what it would look like here. Press on save, and that's going to be the connection request message we send to everyone in this campaign. So it'll look something like this. Now, if we keep going down, once they accept that connection request, we can now send them our message sequence. So the first thing I want to do is nurture them a little further in case they're a little bit inactive or they're not sure if they should respond yet. I'm going to react to a post, and for that one, we're going to put, let's just say insightful, celebrate. We'll just do insightful for now, and we're going to actually react to our target's post 2 hours after reaching out to them with that connection request. So we're going to receive the connection, going to wait 2 hours. I'm going to react with an insightful reaction on one of their posts, and then I'm going to also send them a message. So it kind of pops up in the notifications in their account saying like, oh, this person liked your post. He also reached out to you, so it might be an indicator for them to maybe respond to the message, check out the DM, whatever it is. So choose template. We're going to create a new template. And this is the cool part now. Aimfox allows you to send out messages that are automated, and then you can also do a direct message. So for a direct message, you could obviously just do the same thing like what we just did in the first one, or you can do a voice message. So let's test out the voice message for this one. For the template name, I'm going to say test voice message. All right, then we're going to press on start recording. Hey, I'd really appreciate the connects. I just dropped a video walking through some of the new features we've added to Aimfox. Voice notes, it's pretty awesome. AI personalization, that works really, really well. Thought you might find this very interesting and maybe you want to check it out. Let me know if you'd like it, and I'll actually send you more details here. Thanks. And if we can actually listen to this here to see what it sounds like. Hey, I'd really appreciate the connects. I just dropped a video walking through some of... Nice. So it works. I'm going to press on save, and now we can actually send this out to all of the people that connect with us. This is pretty awesome. Now, Depends on your audience. Some people like voice notes. Some people don't like receiving voice notes. So just know your audience if you should use it or not. And then we can actually do the message will be sent. So we're going to put 0 days and 2 hours. So after we send the connection note and they accept it, we're going to like their post 2 hours later. And we're also going to send them this voice note. And then we're going to add another follow-up message. We could just say, we'll do a create new template. We'll do this one. We'll do a direct message. And then for this one, just call it test 3. And I'll just copy and paste one of ideas I had earlier. This is, hey, first name. We can use our tag again. You can also use other tags if you want. You could do like your location. You can do their current company. You can do whatever you want. So first name. You can also add images. So you can go to the images here and add uploads of any images you want. That's pretty cool feature as well. Did you get a chance to check out the video? If you're doing any, or we could say, check out the voice note. If you're doing any LinkedIn outreach at the moment, happy to set you up with a free trial at Aimfox. You can test the new features yourself. Pretty awesome. Update changes you can see here. It also sends a photo here. You could do a video, whatever you want to do. It's an option there. What you could also do is you can use the AI for Aimfox. You could say, mention that you live in the same state together, the same state as they are, and mention the state. So you can just do something like this where it's actually like AI that takes from their profile. So by the way, I'm also based in Ohio. Always great to connect with fellow Ohioans. So it finds out where this person lives, and I can just say things based on their profile. So you can use the AI for anything. This is just a quick example, but that's a really cool way to add AI personalization to your message. It reads the message and it creates the perfect DM for you. I'm gonna press on save. And guys, now we're good. This message is gonna be sent, let's say 2 days after, just in case we wanna give them some time to listen to this voice message. If you wanna go more of the quick approach, we'll just stick with 1 day or even just like 12 or 18 hours. And that way we send it out pretty quickly. And once we've done that, we can now also endorse a skill, which I'm not going to do for this one. We can withdraw a connection request. I typically do 3 days, and that way if they're inactive, my connection request gets withdrawn, and then I can just go ahead and start a new one after that. I'm going to press on next, and then now we're going to actually utilize the time zone scheduling. So we're going to select target's time zone. So based on the target's time zone, this is when we're going to send DMs, which is 9 to 5 every single day, which is great. I'm going to press on next. And then from there, you can just see our recap. We've got our connection note, our first test, reaction to post. We're going to react to their post. We've got a message in sequence. We've got 2 messages. We've got the connection note as well. And then we've got our sending schedule, which is 9 to 5 every single day. All of our target, which is 23 targets, and this is who we're targeting. And now we can actually press on start, or we can schedule the campaign on a certain time and day, or we can press on start and start campaign. And this is going to be the exact flow of how to create a amazing campaign on Aimfox. Guys, this is the best LinkedIn tool for DMs, outreach, and everything LinkedIn to actually target your ideal clients and take your leads from other CRMs, wherever you want to do. Take them to Aimfox, take your Aimfox targets, send them somewhere else. You can do all of it. So that's going to be it for this video. So if you have any questions, please drop them below this video. I'll do my best to answer every single one. If you want to recommend any future videos, please do that below this video as well. And like I said before, you can start your 7-day free trial on Aimfox in the description of this video. And that's going to be it for this one. I will see you guys in the next epic video. Cheers.